Hi, I'm Thomas Laney. My informative speech is on fighting in the USHL and how I believe it should not be taken out of the USHL. Especially in the past few years, there's been a lot of change in hockey with equipment and rules. With rules, um, no head contact, checking from behind, boarding penalties, and I believe that's great. Making the game safer is incredibly smart, but at the same time, I also believe it can be taken too far. Taking out fighting in the USHL would be a huge mistake for multiple reasons. It's a part of the game. It's been a part of hockey since hockey was invented. It it's a huge attraction for fans. Fans love to come to a hockey game and see a fight break out. That's just the truth of it. And lastly, it's an important part. It really brings the team together, and honestly, I believe makes the game less chippy and more safe. Not everyone can play the game of hockey. It's not something you can just easily pick up. It's a fast-paced, hard-hitting, intense game that really it takes a lot of practice. And um, I have a quote here from the Sioux Falls coach, who also coached collegiately, and says that with fighting, players can't get away with dirty play. They can't just hide behind the officials, and they have to take credit for their actions. And he also said that he believes that um, collegiately their hockey style is a dirtier game than they have in juniors or professionally because of the no fighting. you know, Fans love to come to a hockey game and see a fight break out. That's just the truth of it. There's a reason that when you're at a hockey game and a fight breaks out, the crowd really gets into it. It's exciting. It makes the game exciting. Um, you see two guys battling, going hard and having a fight break out. That really gets the crowd going and it really gets the team going. And that's why it's such an important part. Hockey's an exciting game. It's not like other sports where there's one thing going on. There's always different things going on, such as a big hit, a nice goal, nice pass, nice play, a good fight, and that's what makes hockey hockey. Lastly, accidents are going to happen. That's just that's just how it is. Accidents are going to happen in whatever you do in life, and people that play hockey, they know the consequences of what could happen. Just because there have been injuries and accidents that have happened, I don't believe that taking out a big part of the game should happen just because of that. Um, if anything, the game has gotten safer in the past 10, 20, 30 years. You know, 30 years ago they didn't even play with helmets, and nowadays they got really nice helmets, shoulder pads, elbow pads, head to toe. You have great equipment that makes the game safer. Like I said, the game the game should be safer. Taking away hits from the head, hits from behind is incredibly smart. But at the same time, you know, taking out fighting is just gonna, have someone take out their anger by hitting someone in the head or checking someone from behind. Uh, Instead of taking away fighting completely, I believe they should just strengthen the rules a little bit. In the beginning of the 2013 USHL season, every player was sat down and explained the rules of checks and hitting and fights, and I believe that's a smart way of doing it. uh, Nowadays in USHL, if there's a fight that breaks out and a helmet falls off or is about to fall off, the fight has to be broken up immediately, and I believe that's smart. You don't want someone falling hitting their head. That's the most important part of your body. And so instead of taking out completely, I believe just strengthening the rules is a more smart decision. I know from experience that taking out fighting in the USHL would be a big mistake for multiple reasons. Like it's a part of the game. People love to come see a hockey game and have a fight break out. I'm not saying fans come to a game to watch a fight, but like I said earlier, there's a reason they all get up and start cheering for a fight to happen. And lastly, it's just an important part of the game. It really is. Taking out fighting would be such a loss for hockey and such a loss for teams and fans, and that's why I believe that they should not take out fighting in the USA